all of a sudden things getting a little tight in this Celtics-Hawks series. You had a bunch of stuff happen on Wednesday night, and now the lone game in which the NBA has to parade out on top and against the NFL draft. Here come the Atlanta Hawks. Not bad, not bad. Didn't expect to be here, especially without one of their star players. 5 bets in 5 minutes. 2 and 3 last night. It's not enough. I feel like Donovan Mitchell following that press conference. Not Giannis. I'm not going to chastise you for asking me if last night felt like a failure. Yes, last night was a failure. Don't worry. I'm not going to go into some long diatribe about how every single bet that does not hit is a pattern and pathway to success. No. Last night was a fucking disaster. Not of epic proportions. It just sucked that we went 2 and 3. That's all. That's all. Start the clock. We're rolling. Oh, man, we have one game. I've got 5 bets in 5 minutes, but I'm going to give you 3 in the same game. And it's the same game parlay at plus 400. I'm sure DraftKings has an awesome opportunity to boost this, so go ahead and do it. Oh, by the way, did you hit the thumbs up and subscribe? I need to remind you to do that too. I'm contractually obliged. Obligated. Sorry. Boston Celtics are winning the game tonight. That's it. We're just taking the Boston Celtics to win. No spread, nothing crazy. We're just saying, all right, enough is enough, guys. Go on, end this thing like you know how to. Play like you've been playing for the most part of the season. Don't pull a Milwaukee Bucks, my goodness. At that point, everybody outside of Philadelphia will be saying that the NBA is fixed. If it's that extent of an embarrassment where the Celtics now drop 2 and they're like, whoa, we're back? Really? Game 7? Nobody's saving up for Game 7 on the Boston Celtics. They're trying to win this thing, and that's our first play is that they absolutely will. Next is Clint Capela. And, I think looking at Clint Capela here in this series, he's been able to find some really good spots, right? Some really good spots for rebounding. I know that it's been spotty where he hasn't hit 10 outside of 1, but that's also been limited, I think, to like low 20 minutes. You get this guy 25, 30 minutes tonight, which we anticipate will happen, because they're going to have to start rebounding and winning this rebound battle, especially if they just want to stay alive, knowing that they have another shooter/scorer back. I think Capela's minutes get bumped up. He stays out of foul trouble. That's another add right there to him being on the floor more. We should get 10 rebounds tonight. I know his number's at 9.5, but we should get 10 rebounds tonight for Clint Capela. Next up is Jayson Tatum. And we look at him just getting 5 assists. The general, I think, assumption tonight is that, Jayson Tatum, who came off a 19-point game and a loss, is going to bounce back and drop 100 and just dominate. 100 points, 7 to 10 rebounds, and, that's it. He's been able to facilitate pretty well in this series as a whole. And he's gone 5+ in 3 of the 5 and 3 of the last 4. Game 1, they come out and they just stomp Atlanta. 40 minutes, but it wasn't a necessity for him to get other people involved, nor was it a necessity for him to score. Everybody was doing that, remember. Even in a game in which he dropped 31 and was just all over the place from a scoring standpoint, 20 shots, you still saw 4 assists. I love him getting to 5 assists. That would be my favorite play across the board so far. All right, let's get to batter props here in this Angels-A's game. We only have a minute or so, and let's target Ryan Noda. Not to home run. No. You can go down a little bit. We're actually going to take him just to get a hit. Just to get a hit against Shohei Ohtani. Now, Noda himself, not terrible. He's been able to hit pretty good WOBA average. Like he's pretty decent overall, and he's a threat. He's a serious threat to walk. So he's got some boom bust in him where he can walk in any given at bat. But I think working the count, getting at bats for him today, which is going to be key for us in hitting this. We're not targeting total bases. We're targeting hits, right? Essentially, it's the same thing if it's a half, but we're getting over plus money for a guy who is a very difficult outside of the obvious, which is the K. Let's go to the NHL. I rarely suggest we do this, but I think we have to. Tampa Bay is just destroyed, are they not? I mean, what are you getting from Tampa Bay? They've been gutted, truly gutted. That loss where they were up, Leafs stormed back to win, stole their soul. It was this scene out of the second Indiana Jones where the guy reaches through his chest and grabs the heart. At that moment, you knew it was over. Or, if you want a completely different take on the same thing, was like when Lisa Simpson called out Ralph Wiggum. No, I hate you. The only reason why I gave you that Valentine's card was because I felt sorry for you. And then Bart freezes it. It's like right there is where you could see his soul die or whatever thing Bart says. That's when the Lightning were dead. Now they get beat into the ground, and we'll cover that puck line at -1.5. That's 5 bets in 5 minutes. We'll go over that in just a second. I want to remind you about what's happening at DraftKings. Very simple stuff, right? All I need for you is to sign up below. It's easy stuff, man. Sign up below. $5 into anything at all, and you'll get 150 back. No matter what, 150 back. Plus 200 surge. You got stuff going on DraftKings that you just can't get elsewhere. Mention one of them is the turnover prop. Let's see what we can find here for turnovers. I know it hasn't been fantastic for us recently, but it's been a good prop for us overall. It's only one thing you can find. DeJounte Murray is back. A lot of ball handling there. Over 2.5 at +140. Jaylen Brown, 3 turnovers at -140. I'd be inclined to bet that too. This is only available on DraftKings. So you bet $5, put it on whatever you want. Find the heaviest dog. Put $5 on a +155. It doesn't matter. You want to find something else? I mean, I'm sure you can just scour the board. There's got to be somebody ridiculous at the ATP Madrid coming up. That's like a ridiculous dog. Look at that. 5-1, Alexander Bublik. Go ahead. Put that $5 on that. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Either way, you're getting $150 right back in. So that's easy stuff. Boston Celtics money line, 10+ Capela rebounds, 5+ Jayson Tatum assists, over a half hit for Ryan Noda, and the Leafs -1.5 on the puck line. Appreciate you all rolling with us. That's 5 bets in 5 minutes.